Welcome to Finally Got Fit, Real Talk with Moose, the podcast where we ditch the gimmicks and get real about getting healthy again. This isn't about chasing six-packs or punishing workouts. It's about creating a better routine. Fuel, move, recover, repeat. That's how you finally get fit and actually stay that way. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in. Ever look back at something you wish you'd started sooner? A habit you let slide, a goal you never chased, a promise you made to yourself that never turned into action. Yeah, me too. We all do it. Sometimes it hits you at the worst moment. When you see someone else doing what you could have done. When you look in the mirror and realize you could have been stronger by now, calmer by now, healthier by now. That's the sting of, I should have. And guess what? You're probably right. You could have, but you didn't. Neither did I, and that's just part of being human. So what now? Here's the real truth. The best time to start was yesterday. But the second best, the only one you actually control, is now. I see this every single day. People stay frozen because they're living in the rearview mirror. They get so tangled in the what-ifs and should-haves that they miss the only thing that matters, right now. They beat themselves up for the weight they didn't lose, the strength they didn't build, the consistent sleep they didn't protect, the hours wasted scrolling instead of creating something real. They tell themselves it's too late, too old, too busy, too far gone. But here's the thing. Regret is just a story you tell yourself, and every time you repeat it, you nail it deeper into place. It's an anchor that keeps you exactly where you are. You can't go back and redo yesterday, but you can make tomorrow look completely different if you do something about it today. And starting doesn't have to be some big heroic leap. Forget the all or nothing mindset. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to wait for Monday or January 1st, or when the kids are older, or when work calms down. You don't need the stars to align. You just need to be tired of your own excuses. When I look back at my own story, I didn't flip a switch and become someone new overnight. I didn't wake up one day with my morning sunlight, my 6,000-step walk that sets the tone for everything else, or my simple meals locked in. I built those by showing up for tiny actions first. It started with small, ordinary actions that felt unimpressive at first. The first day I put on my shoes and stepped outside for that sunlight. That wasn't magic by itself. But doing it again the next day and the day after that, that's where the magic lives. That's where momentum is born. Here's what people forget. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it consistently. The old me used to think, if I can't do it 100%, why bother? That's why I stayed stuck. Now I aim for small wins I can repeat. They add up. They always do. And I want you to see that too. I know how it feels to stand on the edge of change and think, what's the point? I'm already behind. But you're not behind. You're just waiting for your own permission to move forward. Think about this. 1 year from now, you could look back on today and say, I'm so glad I just started. Or you could be in the exact same place, still telling yourself, I wish I'd started sooner. Which one feels better? Let me give you something practical. If you want to break the regret cycle, do this. First, pick one thing you've been putting off. That workout, that walk, that meal prep, that bedtime routine. Then shrink it. Make it so small you can't fail. 5 minutes of movement, 10 deep breaths in the sun. Cooking just one simple meal instead of grabbing junk. Next, do it today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when it's convenient, not when motivation strikes. Because the truth is, motivation is a liar. It never shows up when you need it, but momentum, that comes from action. from doing the thing, even when you don't feel like it. And here's what happens when you start. 1 small step becomes 2. 2 become 10. And pretty soon you look up and realize your life is different. Not because you did one big thing, but because you did the small thing again and again and again. That's how you build the version of you you've been wishing for. Not through wishful thinking, but through action. And if you ever doubt it, just remember this. Every big change you admire started with a tiny moment. Someone just like you got tired of their own excuses, stopped waiting for the perfect moment, and did something, anything, to get moving. I want that for you. No more what ifs. No more should haves. No more someday. You deserve a right now. Where will you be a year from today if you just start now? Visualize that version of you, stronger, healthier, calmer, more confident, because you stopped looking back and started stepping forward. Tiny, imperfect steps will always beat perfect plans that stay stuck in your head. So here's my challenge. Start today, then do it again tomorrow. Keep the promise to yourself. You'll thank yourself for it. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best is now. Eat enough. Focus on real, good sources. Stay consistent. Fuel, move, recover, repeat. And I'll see you next time.